Talk about a creative town. This month, the Arvada Center has one of the glitziest shows to hit the stage. It's Cage Aux Folles, the tale of a young couple in love trying to deal with their parents. Hers are traditional and conservative, his are gay and working in a flashy show. Well, this month we have a very personal look at how rehearsals got off the ground.
When I count my crows, feet again.
It's about a week into rehearsals for Cage Aux Folles, and director Lansberry watches every move with a critical eye.
Today we're getting blocking, which means he's going to tell us where we go on the set in the scene, and it's probably one of the best tools for an actor, because once you get that blocking, you can marry your words to that, and then the words start to even make more sense and kind of gel for you.
And then cross back to him. Well, and you can throw that back in the rack.
When we're working on a show this size, between the choreography, the music, and just the regular staging, the only efficient way to actually accomplish everything in our normal rehearsal period is to split it up. So a lot of times Kitty, our choreographer, will work in one of the dance studios with the large chorus numbers, while I'm working in the other rehearsal room with the principal actors on staging specific scenes.
And you're going here, step, step. Twirling, spinning, singing. Dancers spend hours upon hours getting just one number nailed.
Especially the Cagelles in this show. On the first day we were doing 7 hours straight of one number and not even finishing it the next day because they're so intense and there's so many sections to them, and but they've grasped them, but they've been working.
For now, getting the numbers down without injuries takes center stage. Heels and taps will come later.
Some of them are wearing them during rehearsals. I didn't require them to have them on all the time because when you're teaching, you're on them much longer than you need to be. And you also want to make sure that you don't start causing cramps in their calves and also shin splints, different things. So I kind of let them wear them at their own discretion. And pretty soon we'll start in the show shoes so they can start breaking those in. And some of them don't have heels. Some of them are waiting for the show shoes, like the taps, to go on them so they can rehearse them. So it just depends. But each guy is different. I'm letting them, gear themselves to how many hours, because I know I can't take many hours.
Whether perfecting dance steps or memorizing character lines, not a minute of the 6-day rehearsal week is wasted. How do they do it?
A lot of worry, little sleep. Actually, it's great because it's a time to really focus on yourself, your body, your nutrition, your sleep, and all that. You really have to manage it all.
Not bad for the first show.
No matter how old Zaza may be, she's still got style.
I know how old she is, and all she's still got is nerve.
Cheap, Mercedes, cheap.
Oh, now, George, you know Zaza can't dance.
With a voice like that, she doesn't have to dance.
Every free minute you have, I do it at stoplights. I pull my script out and look down at my lines and study them. Or I'll have a tape going in the car, or just as I was in rehearsal now when I'm not being used, I've got my headphones on and just pounding it in so that by the time we open, it's just natural.
Natural, yes. All the more amazing because the Arvada Center puts up shows faster than most theaters.
Reality is it's a budget measure. In a lot of regional theaters, a 6-week rehearsal period is not uncommon.
But not here. Large-scale musicals go up in 2.5 weeks max at the Arvada Center.
Because of our time frame and the amount of productions we have going on at the same time, we have to move faster. And it also is a budgetary element because we're contracting the performers for less weeks that way.
Let's take it from Albin alone.
The week just before the show opens is typically devoted to something called tech rehearsals, where the show begins to look more and more like the real thing the audience will see.
It's a rough time. What we do is we move on stage for the first time after being in the rehearsal room.
And I
Actors go from working with pretend props and spaces to the real stuff.
Now that we've had the stuff to play with, then I want to actually get better quality so it actually goes on easier.
It's a major adjustment for everybody, from the actual space changing, what we're limited to in the rehearsal room. Suddenly we have more space when we're on stage. Sometimes we actually have less space than we thought.
And that's always a challenge, because all of a sudden, instead of a taped place on the floor where we have the pit, there's a hole there. So when people start walking by, they panic. You know, there's different issues that you deal with when you take it to stage.
Day one of tech rehearsals can be a long one.
Let's do it one more time. Go ahead and clean yourself up. You want to take a breath a second?
Just water.
Get yourself some water.
It takes us the entire 8.5 hours just to get through the whole show. And that's if we're lucky. Sometimes it actually spills into the next day. From that point on, then it starts to shorten each time, and we start working with lighting. So then the next day, maybe that run through, we'll add all the lighting cues. Then we'll add all the sound cues.
And the costumes. We haven't dealt with costumes, wigs, all those things, heels, you know, for some of the guys.
So each day is adding something new.
Look at this place. It's disgusting.
God, it's good to be home.
Cross back behind the sofa again.
And it's wonderful to have you here.
Actors are constantly adjusting, getting ready for that great moment in showbiz when it all comes down to opening night.
It's exciting. I'm not a nervous person. I don't usually get nervous. I get nervous more if I'm in the audience watching. If I'm up here, it's another thing.
Hilsebeck has two smaller roles as characters from the village.
So I think I'm going to be pretty calm. We'll see. Ask me opening night.
But for Lansberry, the anticipation of opening night...
Opening night is that last shot, and there's nothing as a director I can do other than sit there and watch it. And you know, you still have all the hopes. You know, you've done everything you can at that point. You feel good about the show. You usually feel good about everything that's there, the cast, and you're rooting so hard for them that you know, everything you're feeling is going out to that cast because they're the ones up there in front of the audience.
From the acting to the singing, dancing, humor, and costumes.
With La Cage, it's going to be a big fun show. It has great music, it has great dance numbers, so I think it's something everybody's going to enjoy.
La Cage runs from November 16th to December 23rd. For tickets, call the Arvada Center box office at 720-898-7200 or visit their website at arvadacenter.org.